I stopped loving my daughter the day she destroyed our family. It wasn't one thing. It was years of watching her make choices that hurt everyone around her, watching her manipulate and lie until there was nothing left of the girl I raised. When Sarah was 16, she got pregnant by a man twice her age. I was devastated, but I supported her anyway. I held her hand through the pregnancy, helped with the baby, and told her everything would be okay. When she wanted to buy a house at 19, I co-signed a mortgage, believing she deserved a fresh start, a stable home for her child. She promised she'd make the payments. She swore she was ready for this responsibility. She never paid the mortgage. Not once. For 3 years, I carried that burden alone, draining my retirement savings, working extra hours, sacrificing everything while she spent over $100,000 on fertility treatments for her 5th child. 5 children. She couldn't afford the house I was paying for, but she could afford to create more mouths to feed. When I finally gathered the courage to ask her to help with the mortgage payments, she exploded. That's when she accused her father and brother of something unthinkable. She claimed they'd hurt her sons during our family trip to Disney World. The trip I'd saved for months to afford. The trip where we'd all smiled in photos, where her boys had hugged their grandfather goodnight, where everything had seemed perfect. It was a lie. A cruel, calculated lie designed to hurt us where it would devastate most. She knew exactly what she was doing. She even threatened to file a police report to destroy their lives completely if I didn't forgive the mortgage debt. I paid a lawyer $5,000 to prove the accusations were false. $5,000 I didn't have, borrowed from my own mother, just to clear my husband's and son's names. The investigation found nothing because there was nothing to find. But the damage was done. My husband stopped sleeping. My son developed anxiety so severe he couldn't leave the house for weeks. Then came Christmas. I thought maybe, somehow, we could salvage something. I invited Sarah to dinner, hoping the holiday spirit might soften her heart. She showed up 2 hours late with all 5 children and struck her brother across the face at the dinner table. His crime? Offering her oldest son a good job at his company. Her son was 22, unemployed, living in her basement. My son thought he was helping. But Sarah couldn't handle someone trying to help him, couldn't stand the implication that her parenting had failed. After hitting him, she grabbed her phone and called the police. She told him her brother had illegal weapons in his car, that he'd threatened her, that she feared for her children's safety. We stood in our driveway in the freezing cold while officers searched his vehicle. They went through everything, the trunk, under the seats, the glove compartment. They found nothing, because there was nothing, just an ice scraper and some old fast food napkins. The officers apologized to us. One of them pulled me aside and quietly suggested I consider a restraining order against my own daughter. That was the last time Sarah entered our home. I changed the locks the next day. My hands shook as I turned the new key for the first time, knowing what it meant. Knowing I was locking out my own child. My grandchildren. Sometimes love isn't enough. Sometimes you have to protect the family members who deserve your protection. Sometimes you have to choose between the child you raised and the person she became. I chose my husband, who'd never raised his voice to anyone. I chose my son, who'd only tried to help. I chose myself, finally, after years of being manipulated and drained. I still cry about it. Late at night, I look at photos of Sarah as a little girl, and I mourn the daughter I lost. But I don't regret my choice. Some bridges need to burn to stop the fire from spreading.